here. Alright, we are live. We are
Yay.
live. Hello, everybody that might be joining in. Welcome to Nerdosity. I am Nikki. This is my co-host and fellow partner. You just waved. You didn't even introduce yourself. Who are you?
I can't even, hear the chat. It wasn't, or, I couldn't hear it for a second.
You goof. I said... Introduce yourself, you goof.
I'm Judy. Hi.
Hi, it's Judy. So, don't really know what we're going to be talking about this segment. We are currently just starting up. We're probably going to be talking about a whole lot of different things as is. I am actually putting out a notification to everybody in my Discord that we are live right now. So what are we gonna talk about? What is the key factor that we're going to discuss? We have so many topics that we could talk about. We've got The Walking Dead, we've got Supernatural, we've got we've got a whole slew of things that we could talk about. I know for the YouTube channel we've got some upcoming stuff that we're going to be doing. We're going to be reacting to, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, what do you think about The Walking Dead ending?
For which season?
Like ending, like the show's ending.
Oh, the whole thing ending?
The whole thing ending.
I don't know. I feel like I have mixed feelings about it.
I mean, I don't like the fact that they obviously gave, the biggest spoiler possible and basically told us that Carol and Daryl aren't going to die because they're getting their own spin-off.
They're just gonna live. They're gonna get their own spin-off. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But, what about Negan and that, huh?
Yeah, what about Negan? Weren't they supposed to be bringing back Rick in, the TV series or a movie? I heard...
It's supposed to be a whole movie about it.
Yeah.
But no.
Sad Potato says hello. Shimi Corn. I can't stick around to watch. Just wanted to pop and say hi. Hello, welcome. Orville, hello. Welcome to the stream, my dudes. Thank you guys for being here. Our notifications are not working for some reason. So, chat's not popping up. The alert boxes aren't popping up. So, I do apologize if you guys, hit the follow button and we don't see, or, you guys say something in the chat and we don't see it. Orville, thank you for the follow, my dudes. Sad Potato, thank you for the follow. And Shimi Corn, thank you for the follow, my dudes. But yeah, they were supposed to do a whole movie evolving around Rick, right? Is that still going to happen?
I don't know if maybe the coronavirus hit and they're like, oh no, let's just do a whole nother TV series when there's already Fear the Walking Dead. But now they're like, oh no, let's do 2 more, but one with Carol and Daryl, and then The World Beyond. I haven't even seen the intro to that yet.
I haven't seen it. I have not seen any of the spin-offs. I have neglected to watch anything except for The Walking Dead. I have not seen Fear the Walking Dead. I've not seen the other one that you mentioned. And I really am not too enthused about seeing the spin-off with Daryl and Carol, because even though I love Daryl, I cannot stand Carol.
I cannot stand Carol.
I absolutely cannot stand Carol. She had really good character progression there for a while, and then it's just they went off the deep end and just ruined her character completely.
Yeah.
So I may watch it, I may not watch it. I'm not too enthused for it. Let's just say that. if I do watch it, it'll be I'm watching it because of Daryl.
Well,
That's why I'll watch
like,
it.
I used to like Carol because she went from like a softie to like a hard at,
Right.
you know. But and then she is suddenly like a psychopath and like
Right.
doesn't care if somebody dies.
Right.
Like,
She went from this really weak and abusive housewife to this strong individual, I'm going to be, the woman that I want to be and nobody's going to tell me what to do or anything like that. I'm going to be my own woman. And then she moves on to after she, spoiler alert, after she loses her second child, her adopted son, I can't remember his name, but after she loses him, she goes completely like psychotic. Which don't get me wrong. I mean, I imagine that anybody would go psychotic after losing a second child, but just the way that she now is, it completely turns me off from her character. It's just so bad. Can we?
I mean,
Go ahead.
Daryl stayed the same, like through and through, the whole show.
I like how Daryl went from being up Rick's ass
to being his own person.
To being his own person. What are we talking about right now? We're talking about The Walking Dead. If you're not caught up with it, spoiler alerts. A lot of these podcasts are going to be spoiler alerts to a lot of things. So, spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. But no, I really did appreciate the fact that Daryl went from up Rick's ass to being his own individual.
Oh, and Daryl's not afraid to like do stuff, but he never was really.
Right.
He always like provided for the group.
Right. Okay, we're talking about character progression. Can we please talk about Negan's character progression?
Oh, from being a cold-blooded killer to being a big softie.
From being the monster that he was and having multiple wives and having people kneel before him as he graced them in the halls to caring about this girl who isn't even his kid, but like he cares about her and he protects her. And he's trying to get along with everybody. He's trying to become part of Alexandria. He's trying to become part of the community. And that is like going from a character that's like, I'm going to rip everybody's throats out if you don't pay attention to me, to I'm here, I'm supporting, I'm going to help, we're going to live through this. Like, I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't. This whole time you've been talking about it, he do a attack, but he also do a protect.
He may attack, but he also protect. Oh shoot!
But it's like the other Alexandrians and stuff. He's like, I don't care about you, but the kid, like, protect her at all costs.
Right. Alpha's kid was like. Just an instant bonding because I think it was because she was the outsider coming in and he's seen that she was, and that's how he felt too, so it was like an instant bondification.
Even like Judith, like he protected her a lot.
That's true.
Like, went through the snow to get her.
To get her and the dog. Don't forget dog.
Yeah.
You can't forget dog.
Don't forget dog.
Are there any bad character progressions? Well, Carol. I did not like Carol at all.
I don't really like Maggie's progression.
Maggie, her character progression was kind of like there was reason behind it, though. There was a good reason behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, she watched her husband's head get bashed in. You know.
But like for her to try and turn everybody against Rick and stuff. Just like,
I forgot about that. I forgot because when Rick took in Negan, when Rick saved Negan's life after he was going to kill him, Rick turns around and saves Negan, and Maggie is completely like, she's like, kill him, kill the bastard. He needs to die. And then when Rick doesn't do that, I did forget that she does try to turn everybody against Rick. That is a good point that you make. That is a very good point.
Oh, from any show or movie, they said. I guess we could.
Oh, is there a bad character progression from any show or movie? Um,
Supernatural. Think of one.
Supernatural. Think of one. Um, a bad character progression. Let's see. I can't really think of one from Supernatural. I mean, Supernatural had pretty good character progression for what it was. I mean, there was a lot of drama behind the scenes in Supernatural, but it has nothing to do with character progression. Let me see. Sons of Anarchy. I did not like Jack Teller's character progression at the end.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jack Teller's character progression at the end of Sons of Anarchy was just like it was. He went from being the biker next door, you know, the really cute, you know, hey, I'll do anything to help you out type of guy, to fuck everybody, fuck you, you're dead, fuck you, you're dead, fuck you, you're dead type of.
Yeah, he just really did not care whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why it became like that. I understand why because he lost his wife. He went and killed his family. He killed Clay and Gemma, his stepdad, and his mom. His wife died. Basically, the only people that survived were his two sons that he gave a crap about. So, like, but still, that character progression was complete and total shit. I don't know what the writers were thinking on that.
Right. What's another bad one?
I can't really think of anybody from Harry Potter either. Harry Potter was just, the character progression was, hey, we're the good guys, now we're dead.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that was the character progression.
Never forget.
It's like, hey, we're the good guys, we're getting better at being the good guys, oh, but now we're dead, so our character progression just completely stops after that. I can give you an example of a bad character progression from a show that you don't watch. Try Us. There's probably not a show that either me or her has not seen. Like, you've seen, what shows have you seen that I've not seen? You watch stuff like Teen Wolf, don't you?
I used to. I haven't watched it in so long. Oh, Vampire Diaries. I've seen that.
See, I've not seen that. I know that there's shows out there that you've seen that I've not seen.
Yeah. There's True Blood. I haven't seen that in so long.
The Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Samurai. I have not seen the Power Rangers since I was itsy bitsy, my dude. So anything that has to do with Power Rangers, I am not going to remember, like, at all. And there are so many different varieties of the series that it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many varieties there are. I need to upgrade this to 11. But yeah, Power Rangers is definitely not a show that I have seen and or watched in a very, very long time.
You know what we need to talk about?
What do we need to talk about?
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers End. Oh, okay. So Avengers Endgame.
The devastation.
That, honestly, you've seen it twice, so you knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Your first time seeing it, though, what happened in theaters at the end?
I mean, we're pretty much all screaming and cheering, but spoiler alert if you haven't seen Endgame, when Cap gives his shield away, I was super mad that he didn't give it to Bucky. And I'm like, Bucky, like, was just this cold-blooded assassin, like, for so long, and then you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna go get Peggy.
I'm gonna go get.
Never mind you.
I'm gonna go get my woman. Bye, y'all. But no, you were in absolute tears at the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
From what I recall. My first time seeing it, I definitely cried when Iron Man died. And just
Oh, yeah.
the series, just the movie in general was just so emotional. Like, it was a good story, it was good development, it was a good plot line and story kind of run same and same, but you know what I mean.
Not only that, for it to be like Stanley's last one,
Stanley's last cameo too, yeah.
I was like,
that
ugh.
that made me cry a little bit too, was knowing that I would be seeing Stanley for the very last time in any Avengers movie on the screen. I was just like, it got me.
Emotional wreck.
It really got me. Good character progression. Okay, what's some good character progression that we know of?
Castiel from Supernatural for sure.
Castiel from Supernatural is a very good character progression. Also, Crowley from Supernatural is a very good character progression.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Castiel, basically, he starts off, his character is like what?
Basically, he was like all gun ho for the apocalypse to start at first because of his brothers and stuff, and then suddenly, like, he meets Dean and Sam, and he goes along with them, and it's kind of like, oh, you know, maybe humans aren't so bad that this needs to happen.
He turns out to be the one angel out of all the other angels that's like completely disconnected from human nature. Like, when he first came into the series, he had no care or want or need to understand humans.
Yeah.
And now at season 15, from what you've seen up to, and I've seen a little bit past, I'm currently caught up. His character development has been extremely, like, probably the biggest character development that I've ever seen. He goes from being an angel that is focused on the rules, focused on following God's order, focused on only wanting to do what he is. He's basically a soldier. He's basically a soldier in a war, following orders. And then by the end of the series, where we're at currently, he is a father figure. He has a family. He is caring of other people. He wants to save humans. He wants to stop the apocalypse. He wants to stop God, etc., etc., etc. So overall, huge character development on that, most definitely.
And, like, he even went from wanting Nephilim's dead to, like, caring about Jack, like, treating him like his own son.
Exactly. He went from wanting Abomination's dead to having an Abomination as an adopted son himself. Miles from Spider-Verse. I have actually not seen Spider-Verse. Have you seen Spider-Verse?
No, I've been wanting to. I think it's on Netflix now.
Is
Netflix or Hulu? Yeah.
We'll definitely have to. That's definitely one of the Marvel movies that we'll have to do a reaction to on our YouTube channel. Anyway, going back to Supernatural, after I read this comment, I think Miles Morales from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a good example. Well, tell us a little bit about him, because we don't know anything about Miles.
Yeah, I just know that it's like an alternate universe Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's all I know. Miles is the Black Spider-Man, right? The black suit Spider-Man?
No.
No?
He's
Is he the grown version of Peter Parker?
No. It's like the animated Spider movie they came out with.
Right, but which character is he? Which Spider-Man does he portray as?
He just has the red suit.
He just has the red suit?
Yeah.
So he's not the adult version, he's just...
No.
Okay. Say I'm a little bit lost on the subject, but that's okay. That's just how I am. I'm just here, there, and everywhere when it comes to stuff like that. Going back to Supernatural, Crowley's character possession goes from punk ass crossroads demon, as Dean likes to say, to King of Hell, to losing the title of King of Hell, to helping the Winchesters stop the apocalypse and try to seal away Lucifer.
My whole thing, did he only help them because he lost Hell?
See, that that, ooh, that is a big question, because Crowley, remember, the human blood changed him.
Right.
How long the human blood effects lasted in him, we don't really know. So, did it last from the last time that he injected up until his death, or did it fade off somewhere along the way?
Yeah.
Because we can say that it was the human blood that made him want to help Sam and Dean, but it's a very good chance that because he lost his kingdom and he felt like he had nothing else, like his mother hates him, Sam and Dean and Mary, Castiel were not on good terms at that point.
Yeah.
He wanted Lucifer dead, so being a demon, he's like, all right, well, here I go. You know, I'm gonna go out, you know, helping somebody, because one of the lines that got cut from his scene is, even when I lose, I win.
Right.
So more than likely he was doing it because he wanted to feel that recognition of, I can do this, I can win. You know, you're not going to have the last laugh after all.
Right.
But
so Orville put, he starts off as a teen who can't fight, and we see him learn to use his powers to fight, and by the end he's still the same person, but not.
So he goes from being, what, a wimpy teen to being somebody who can stand up for himself and others, but doesn't lose, like, humility along the way? Is that kind of like what you're trying to say for Miles? We're definitely gonna have to watch that movie. We're definitely gonna have to, that's one that we're definitely gonna have to add to the list. But yeah, I've never been, bear with me, and I know this is blasphemy when I'm getting ready to say this, but I've never been a fan of the first Spider-Man movies that came out that were in that were live action. The ones with what's his face playing as Peter Parker.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
I didn't like Tobey Maguire.
I didn't like Tobey Maguire.
Man.
I did not care anything for Tobey Maguire being Spider-Man. Now I did like the people who played the villains in the series. I just did not like Tobey Maguire. I thought that he was a little too loopy for Spider-Man. I don't know how I don't know how I'm trying to word it. I just felt like he was too much of an airhead until, like, Venom possessed him, and then it was kind of like, whoa, okay, this is a complete character, like, flip-flop. I do like the Tom Holland Spider-Man, though.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I definitely do like Tom Holland. Tom Holland definitely did that Spider-Man justice. He lost his uncle Aaron. You need to see the movie. We will definitely have to see the movie. So he loses his uncle, just like how, so it's in a different universe, but he too also loses his uncle. So instead of Uncle Ben, it's Uncle Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I got you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So why did you like Toby then? Because I didn't.
I haven't seen it in so long, so maybe if I rewatched it, I wouldn't. But, like, at that age, like, there wasn't a lot of superhero movies.
Right. We did lack superhero movies back when it came out, definitely.
So I think that maybe I was just like, oh my god, it's an actual superhero.
You were clinging on to the fact that it was one of the very few superhero movies that we had out back then.
Probably.
Versus now having, like, Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Batman and, like,
Captain America,
all these other movies that we've got now.
Yeah, the comics were out, but it's not the same as, like, reading it and actually seeing it on screen.
Yeah. Can we please talk about how bad the Spider-Man video games were for, like, the PlayStation?
Oh my god.
Since we're on the subject of Spider-Man.
The only good one is the one for PS4.
I have not played that one yet. I want to play it because it does look very good, but the original ones for the PlayStation, like, the controls were god-awful. The graphics, I mean, I understand it's PlayStation era, but all I remember is, like, the big black, grayish black background around the city. Like, they put no
Yeah.
effort at all to put in, like, a starry sky or clouds or a sky or anything.
They're just like, you know what?
It was just like,
This is what you see at night.
this is what you get. This is what you get, and you don't throw a fit. But no, like, the controls were just hard, and Tom is more the dorky teen than Toby didn't give off. Definitely.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Toby wasn't meant to be a teen. He's supposed to be adult Spider-Man.
Yeah, Toby.
That's why he has a job and everything.
Yeah, Toby's the adult Spider-Man, and Tom is definitely the teenage Spider-Man. Okay. What do you think about them cutting the scene in Endgame? I think it was Endgame, where Iron Man gave Spider-Man a kiss on the cheek.
What?
They cut that scene
I
out.
didn't see this.
Yeah, there was a scene where Iron Man.
Oh, when he hugs him.
Yeah, he kisses him. He kisses him on the cheek.
Yeah, I did see that.
And they cut that out. I was watching a video the other day of the production, like before they did all the CGI and everything.
Yeah, and you see him just like hug him back, and he's just.
yeah, just a quick on the cheek. Why do you think they cut that out? Because that, like, obviously they were like a dad-son pairing in the movies.
Well, like, I think they were joking for that clip, but like it would have been good, like.
Yeah.
Like he actually cares about him. I mean, yeah, he hugged him, but still.
Because of the cringy shippers. Who in the hell?
No, this is an actual thing. People actually ship Tony Stark and Peter Parker.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Pedophilia at its finest, apparently. Okay. We're not talking about that. So, yeah, they cut that scene out. I don't know if they cut anything else from...
Well, you went and saw it with me when they added stuff.
Yeah, when they added the tribute to, Stan Lee, yes. Yeah, they added an opening and an ending scene to it, which was phenomenal. It was great. I loved it. But as far as other cuts from the movie, I don't know if there were any other cuts from the movie except for that one scene.
I think there were. I think there was. I can't remember if this was in the actual movie or not, where they were kneeling after Tony's death. I think it was cut.
I don't remember that in the movie. That must have been cut.
Because, like, I think it's T'Challa, Black Panther, who kneels first, and then they all just start falling in line.
Yeah,
It messes me up.
I actually seen an article the other day where the next Avengers movie, they want to bring back Iron Man.
See, because I don't know about that, because he said he's done with it.
Right. He said he's done, but it's apparently going to be an alternate reality of the Iron Man.
So they could have somebody else.
It's going to be an alternate reality of the Iron Man. It's not going to be Tony Stark. It's going to be a different guy playing as Iron Man, is what I read on the article the other day.
Huh.
So I don't know, because Tony Stark, like, he is Iron Man. I don't know if anybody could ever replace.
Yeah, he had the perfect ego for it. Like,
I mean, he was phenomenal at being Iron Man.
Oh, wouldn't they used Tony's daughter though?
See, I don't know if they're going to use Gesundheit. I don't know if they're going to use Tony's daughter or not, because I didn't read, like, it was a very quick, it's going to be an alternate Tony, and that was it. They didn't say anything about the timeline that it was supposed to be. It didn't say anything about how farther into the movie it was going to be. Nothing like that.
I believe in the comics she becomes the superhero, but it's not like Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember what it is though.
See, I'm not. I don't follow the Avengers comics, like, at all. So enlighten me.
Hold on. Let me try and look it up.
Because that, honestly, that is a really cool idea that she becomes a superhero. Like, does she join the Avengers, or is she, like, on her own little side quest to save the world?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Okay. Well, as you're doing that, chat, how did you like Avengers Endgame? What did you guys think of it? Because I thought it was phenomenal, even though there were like cuts made to it, and the first time watching it, my feels were just through the roof. I cried twice in it. I you know, there was just so much emotion.
So I think I'm thinking of Hawkeye's daughter.
Okay.
But so I guess Morgan Stark in the comics is actually a man and is a cousin of Tony's, and he's like really jealous of his success and tried to usurp Stark Enterprises before.
Okay.
The more you know.
The more you know. I cried at the end. I've never seen it. Ooh, Sad Potato, you were missing out. You definitely need to see it. It is so good.
I cried like the whole movie. I cried the first like 2 minutes when Hawkeye's daughter just wait. I think that's Infinity War, but no, I think it is Endgame, where Hawkeye's daughter disappears, like his whole family disappears. Just like oh.
I can't remember if that was Infinity War or Endgame. I think that was. No, that was Endgame because Hawkeye wasn't there, right? Was that Endgame?
He's like outside with her, showing her how to shoot an arrow.
Yeah.
And then his wife calls him for lunch or something, and he turns towards her, I think, and then he turns back towards the kids, and they're gone.
Yeah.
And then when he turns back to his wife, she's gone.
Endgame. It's an Endgame. All right. Angel says it's an Endgame, so we're not totally crazy. we're not thinking it's in one thing when it's in a different one.
I was like, it's one of them.
It's definitely one of them. Yeah, Endgame was just it. I have no words for it. You know the one Marvel. Okay, I've not seen 2 Marvel movies. Technically 3. Because I did see the other one. I've not seen Captain Marvel, and I've not seen Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. Out of all the Marvel movies, those are the only 2 that I have not seen.
They're okay.
They're okay.
They're not my favorite. There are a lot of people's, but
I've been iffy about seeing Captain Marvel just because of like her character. It has nothing to do with the actress. It's just the character. I'm just kind of thrown off by the character in general. But the only thing that I know about her is from when she joins Infinity War and Endgame. Or, no, when she joins Endgame, not Infinity War. Because she gets called at the end of Infinity War by Nick before he disappears. It's okay, I haven't seen Ant-Man 1 and 2 and Captain Marvel. Ant-Man 1 was funny. Ant-Man 1 was definitely funny. I liked the actor that they had for Ant-Man. He was a character.
So there's like one thing I don't like. I don't like how they didn't show how Bruce Banner became Professor Hulk, like at all. He just showed up.
That's true, yeah.
At that.
Yeah, there was no like character development leading up to that. It was just, hey, I'm this, and then boom, hey, I'm that.
Yeah.
So
like one day he's Bruce Banner who gets angry and turns green, and then the next he's just Professor Hulk, I guess.
Yeah, he's just nice, calm, big green man. So I don't know about that. What is your cat doing? Oh god. All right. Doctor Strange is one favorite character. Can we talk about Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, please?
Yes.
Okay. Benedict Cumberbatch is known for obviously Sherlock. And I felt as if there was a lot of Sherlock being portrayed in Doctor Strange. Maybe not at the same smarts level, but definitely there was some personality traits that he definitely brought to the table from Sherlock to Doctor Strange. I felt.
Yeah, I definitely think he did. Like, they're both intelligent beings. Like,
he doesn't really have a whole lot of humor. Doctor Strange doesn't. Doctor Strange and Sherlock both they don't have that humorous bone in their body. They're both extremely intelligent. They both have people that they care for, but at the same time, they're going to kind of act like they don't give a damn about them. But then when the need arises, it's like, boom, they're there, ready to save them.
yeah.
So, watching Doctor Strange, there was a lot of, I was like, man, this is a lot like Sherlock. This is definitely a lot like Sherlock. The cape, though.
And my whole thing is, like, he knew the one way they would make it out of there is if Tony sacrificed himself.
Right.
And he knew, but he couldn't tell him. Like, do you imagine how hard that would be? To be like, I know you have a kid and a wife, but you're gonna die, bud.
And the only way for them to win was for him to keep his mouth shut and to let Tony make that decision, knowing that if Tony didn't make it, they would all die.
Yeah. So, like, if he had told Tony, like, he never would have did it, they would have died.
Do you think that after that moment, Tony would have been able to pick up Thor's hammer? If Tony would have survived?
After that, I'm sure he would have. He definitely, in that moment, would have been worthy of it.
Oh, I'm getting emotional, man!
If Steve Rogers was worthy of it, he's worthy of it.
Man. But nah, Doctor Strange is like one of my top favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Like, of all time.
Uh.
He was my favorite back before Benedict actually portrayed as him. Back in the, like, the 90s TV series and stuff.
They're all really good characters. Honestly.
Top three favorite Marvel characters now. Go.
Bucky Barnes, Steve Rogers, Iron Man.
Ooh, that was fast.
Listen, I already know who would be next on that list.
Who?
Natasha.
Nice. That's a good list. Mine is definitely Iron Man first, and then Doctor Strange, and then probably Hawkeye.
Like, so I love Steve Rogers. Like, I love how he was frozen in ice, and he's the superhero, and, like, all tough stuff. But Bucky Barnes, like, his whole thing is, like, he was under Hydra's control, he was a killer, but now, like, he shows remorse. He's not just still,
right.
He don't care.
Right.
He's like, you know, I'm sorry about killing your parents, Tony, but...
Right, yeah. Big oof. You know, like, I'm sorry, it happened, but I am sorry for it.
Right. But, like, he understood why Tony attacked him and everything. He wasn't mad about it.
Right.
It was like, I get it.
Right. Who would be your...
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Who would be your favorite villain in Avengers? Like,
in Avengers?
In Avengers.
Loki.
See, I don't really see him as the villain per se. I see him as the, like,
misunderstood
the anti-hero. Like, kind of like Venom. You know, he's not a hero, but he's not a villain. That's, like, kind of how Loki is. I mean, in the first couple Thor movies, he was definitely a villain, but due to his character progression, he definitely became, like, the anti-hero. He definitely filled the role of, well, I'm not a hero, but I'm also not going to let that slide, bucko.
Yeah.
So
I like Loki, too. Like, I just like his trickster vibe he's got.
Yeah. I like his personality. The trickster vibe, his style, his personality. I love his sense of humor. His sense of humor is great.
Can we just talk about how that one outfit, I don't remember which movie it was, but they made it like perfectly fit for him for one scene and then never showed it again. Ever again. Devastation.
Oh my god. Well, let's just talk about Captain America's ass while we're at it too then, huh? How about that?
That's America's ass.
That's America's ass.
Speaking of which, did you see all the memes from when he accidentally revealed his nude?
No, I did not see that. You tried to show it to me. We were in the kitchen, but you were doing dishes, and I was just too tired to actually look up the memes.
They were just like, that's America's.
That's America's. That's America's dick.
America's what? But...
Oh god. Hey, if it's America's ass, it's America's dick too, right? Right.
But I mean, he did it. He used it for his advantage. All the publicity he was getting from it. He was like, you know what? Y'all should go and vote.
There you go. There you go. That's one way to turn a bad situation into a good situation. That's true character development right there, boys and girls.
Let's talk about the actual actors, though.
See, I don't know a whole lot about the actual actors outside of their characters. I mean, I know like a little bit about them, but definitely not as much as you. But I am more than ready to hear you talk about the actual characters, actors.
I mean, they're basically pretty much just like us. Like, they support Black Lives Matter. They're all against Trump, pretty much.
I know Bruce Banner's actor is. What's his name?
I don't know why I can't think of it. Hold on.
I follow him a little bit on Twitter, and he is definitely not for Trump.
Mark Ruffalo, that's right.
Mark Ruffalo, that's right. Mark is definitely not for Trump. Fun fact. Mark and Mr. Beast actually talked to each other on Twitter about a challenge that Mr. Beast did with some other like senator or something, where it was giving away money, and Mark Ruffalo donate. Oh, it was it wasn't that. It was where Mr. Beast was planting all the trees. Mark Ruffalo actually donated, I think, $1 million to
he's like
the cause.
A big supporter of like nature and like preservation and all this. So I mean, that doesn't surprise me. He did that.
But I just thought that was cool, kind of off subject, but a YouTuber getting recognized by a big star like that,
right,
on a good note.
Yeah.
Definitely
Not
on a
like,
good note.
You're trash.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's the same thing for like Ryan Reynolds and Jacksepticeye.
Oh yeah.
Because is Jacksepticeye and Tom Holland friends in real life too? I know he's interviewed Tom Holland, but I don't know if they're
I don't know if they're actual like friends.
If they're friends. I know that Jack and Ryan kind of are, because Ryan asked Jack to be in an upcoming movie.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll like wave at him and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like he recognizes him.
Like he'll remember who he is.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool as hell. But I mean, that's basically all I know in the outside lives of Mark and Ryan, and that's basically all I know. I wish I knew more about Robert Downey Jr., because he is one of my favorite actors, but I know very, very little about him outside of his career.
I think it's crazy how he went from like being addicted to drugs and like doing jail time and all this, and now he's like a great actor. Like,
wasn't it a shitty McDonald's sandwich that caused him to like do a complete 180 on his personality? I heard a rumor about that. I heard that he went and got some type of fast food sandwich and was eating it, and he's like, this is complete shit, just like my life. And then I think he chucked it into the ocean or chucked it into the trash can or whatever, and he did a complete 180, got off drugs, sobered up, and started getting bigger movie roles.
Sorry, I'm just imagining that one scene where Tony Stark's throwing the arc reactor in the ocean. I'm just imagining him throwing a fucking cheeseburger.
Throwing a McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I ain't loving it. You do need to be a Twitter more. You need to follow like these big actors and actresses. It's really fun, Angel.
I followed them on Instagram.
See, I follow the Supernatural cast on Instagram, but people like Mark and like Ron Perlman as Clay or he played in Hellboy as Hellboy. You know, I follow them on Twitter. I very rarely follow anybody on Instagram. I follow the Supernatural cast on Instagram. I follow Markiplier on Instagram. I think I follow Jacksepticeye on Instagram. I definitely follow PewDiePie, and that's about it. That's about all.
I have a lot that I follow on Instagram, but I also follow like the Marvel cast on Twitter just because some of the stuff they post.
Right. Burger King intensifies underwater. But yeah, no. I don't know a whole lot. So like, what are some things that you know about certain people outside of their career?
Like good or bad wise?
Yeah, either or. Because you wanted to talk about it, and I said I didn't really know a whole lot on the matter of it. Angel says spill. Spill it. Tell us all about it.
Hold on, I just went to Muck.
Muck. You went to Muck.
Muck Ruffalo.
Dark King, thank you for the follow, my dude. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm completely switching this. Hold on.
Angel, thank you for the follow, my dude. Much appreciated.
So, switching over to Harry Potter, okay?
Okay.
So, you know how I'm on TikTok, like I'll watch videos and stuff?
Right, right.
Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy, has been, like, collabing with people on there.
Really?
And, like, reacting to their videos and stuff.
Hey, Jay, welcome to the stream, my dude. How you doing? I've wondered what he has been doing outside of his career. Like, once Harry Potter ended, I've always been wondering what he's been doing. And now I know he's collabing with people on TikTok.
He was just in a movie, too. A Monster's Guide to Babysitting or something.
Huh. Never heard of that one.
I want to watch it. It just released on Netflix, apparently. But that one sounds good. But I don't really know, like, what the rest of the cast has been up to, really.
Right.
I mean, Emma Watson's still obviously acting.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Radcliffe is still acting. But, like, the Phelps brothers and stuff, I don't know.
See, the last thing that I heard about Daniel Radcliffe was him holding up the guns in the bathrobe meme. That's the last thing that
like his boxers on or whatever.
That's the last thing that I heard about Daniel was that. I'm trying to get chat box to pop up here, and it's just not wanting to cooperate. Because it would be awesome to have chat box pop up here. Chat box and the alerts are not popping up. Give me just a second. We are having some technical difficulties.
Pull it up, like, just on the web browser.
Well, I'm trying to get it to show up in the video, too.
Oh, Dark's in the chat. He said, what up?
I agree to Dark.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear you.
Yeah, Dark King followed, and Angel Dragon Jew followed.
They said, chat box, please work.
I know, nothing's working. Nothing's working at all. I think we have too many streaming settings on one thing is what's happening, but you know, Streamlabs, woo.
So I'm gonna send you this, in Discord.
Okay,
So,
what is it?
I was on Twitter, and he posted this. It said, "No simp September is over."
Of course you would,
No simp September.
that would be something that you would find. Of course it
Well,
would be.
I just got on Twitter, and that's 3 hours ago. I'm like, buddy, it's October 18th.
Yeah, little late on that. A little late on that. Just a little bit. But since we're on the subject of Harry Potter, who is... I mean, obviously, Malfoy is one of your favorite characters.
Yep.
But, I mean, who else do you enjoy from Harry Potter?
Fred and George Weasley.
Okay.
I just, once again, tricksters. I would totally take part in their shenanigans.
I can definitely see you, going through Hogwarts, maybe having some classes with them, and, like, just blowing shit up in the classrooms, and then after class, like, playing pranks on people, y'all using the Martyrs map to get up into mischief. That's so funny because you like the younger characters, but I like people like Remus and Sirius. So there's definitely a difference between us on that.
You gotta think of what age I was when the movies came out and stuff too. Like
that's true too.
It was kind of stuck with me.
I mean, you like who you like. Who's the one person you don't like from Harry Potter?
I didn't really like Ginny Weasley.
I don't like J.K. Rowling.
That too. We don't support her.
We do not support J.K. Rowling. But in all seriousness, what's her face that dressed up in the pink? She was worse than Voldemort.
Oh, Umbridge?
Umbridge, that's right. Professor Umbridge. I hated her.
I hated her.
Oh my god, Professor Umbridge. Ooh.
Like, nah, I would totally play so many tricks on her. Be like, if you're gonna make me carve stuff in my hand, I'm gonna make it worth it.
Oh.
But suddenly your outfit's not pink no more.
Suddenly your outfit's not pink no more. We definitely need to rewatch the Harry Potters. When we get a chance, and go back, and now that we're older and we can really see and kind of like piece things together, we need to go back through and like really figure out if the storyline makes sense, because I've seen videos where people have watched the movies like and have done like timelines and stuff, and they're like, it doesn't make sense. So I want to see for myself if it makes sense or not, because with as far apart as the movies came out together and the books, there could possibly be some mistakes that doesn't make sense.
In the movies, it's supposed to be like one class year.
Yeah. One class year after another class year.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do that. We'll have to see if we can see if there's anything different between them. Chat, what's your houses? What's your Harry Potter houses?
What's your Hogwarts house?
Yeah, what's your Hogwarts houses?
Hmm?
Mine is Hufflepuff due to the Pottermore quiz. What's yours, Judy?
Slytherin, of course.
Judy Slytherin, I'm Hufflepuff. I literally have tattooed on me my house, my Hufflepuff house.
I'm gonna try and get mine done soon.
Yeah, that'll look really cool. Where are you thinking about getting a placement at?
Maybe on my leg.
On your leg? That would be cool.
Yeah.
I can see you having full leg tattoos before you have sleeves finished.
I don't know. I mean, I already have a half sleeve.
Yeah.
It's not done yet, but
Right. But I don't know. You're just kind of wanting to put everything on the legs.
yeah.
I think I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm a Hufflepuff, which explains why I'm good with animals. I think I'm a Hufflepuff too. We got a lot of Hufflepuffs in here. Hey, for the Hufflepuffs! Get out, Slytherin! You're not welcome here. Nah, Hufflepuff don't give a crap. Hufflepuff's going to puff. Oh, you know what we need to do?
Are you all Hufflepuff? Do you only have Hufflepuff followers?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You know what we need to do? We need to replay the old Harry Potter games and critique them.
Oh my! I used to love those games.
The old school Harry Potter games were the shit back in the day.
Oh god, those are so great.
They are so good. I don't care what anybody says about the graphics or about anything
was back
on
in
it.
the day, like the graphics were not gonna be good for any game.
I'm gonna go ahead and mod some people.
Yeah, did you see the
Yeah, ban people, mod them. Dark King
Fine.
and Orville, you're always in here. Orville will make you a mod too. You're always in my streams, Orville.
Welcome.
We'll mod you. And 2 mods will be good for a while. No, we'll make Jay a mod too. Alright, so we've got 3 mods now.
I see how it is. You make all the Hufflepuffs moderators.
Hell yeah! That's how we do
We're
it.
spamming Slytherin stuff in the chat.
That's how we do it. Okay, we've talked a lot about live action. We've talked about the Avengers. We've talked a little bit about Harry Potter. We've talked a little bit about Sons of Anarchy and Supernatural. What's your favorite anime?
Anime is so long. Like, my coworker keeps telling me to watch it, but I'm like, eh. I recently rewatched Inuyasha because I know the new series, like, it just came out, I think.
Yeah, the new series just came out.
I don't know. I feel like if I watched, what was it, Katekyo Hitman Reborn?
Katekyo Hitman Reborn?
Yeah, I think I'd be obsessed with that again.
You were obsessed with that back in the day.
That was a good anime.
It was a very good anime. The anime stops, but the manga continues. Like, the manga's actually finished, but the anime stopped, like, before the huge war that they were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Recently I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! On Netflix. Nice. Oof, I don't watch many.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I grew up with anime. My first anime was Pokemon. That was my
But do you
first
really
anime.
count that as an anime?
It
Like,
came from Japan. It's an anime.
That's true.
If
I think my first, like, actual anime, not talking about Pokemon, was Naruto.
Naruto. Okay, not talking about Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Rancher, not talking about
Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing like that.
nothing like that. My first anime, I gotta really think on this because it's a toss-up between 2. It was either Sailor Moon or One Piece. And I'm thinking it was Sailor Moon. I'm thinking my first anime that I ever watched was Sailor Moon, and then after that it was 4Kids' version of One Piece, which was just god-awful. It was god-awful, man. Have you seen the 4Kids opening for One Piece? The
No,
One
I don't
Piece
think
rap?
I want to.
Oh my god, it's so cringeworthy. It's great. What's an anime that you want to see, but just haven't had the time to see it?
have it saved in my Netflix, but I don't remember the name of it.
You gonna go look it up real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will read a little bit of the chat. I grew up with anime. Same. I grew up on Pokemon and Princess Mononoke. Dude, Princess Mononoke is a damn good Miyazaki movie. Digimon and a shit ton of other ones. I actually seen Princess Mononoke when I was 7 years old. And that is not an anime movie that you want a 7-year-old to see. Most definitely not. I watched Pokemon, Digimon, and others. I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing that a lot of us grew up with Digimon and Pokemon being Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I used to be really obsessed with Bleach too.
Oh yeah, Toshido.
Full Metal Alchemist too.
Toshido and didn't you like Al? Was it Al that you liked in Full Metal Alchemist?
I don't remember anymore.
You don't remember?
It was so long ago. Maybe this was on my Hulu, not.
Oh. Ever seen the anime movie Ponyo or My Neighbor Totoro? I have seen both. What about you?
I've seen both, yeah.
Both were good. Good movies. Very good movies. An anime that I've been wanting to watch but just have not had the time to watch it is My Hero Academia. And I know that it's like a trending anime, but I'm currently going back through and rewatching One Piece. I actually caught up with it when it was on episode 931.
I forget all about this.
And then I'm on episode like 76 or something, rewatching it. I'm taking my time on it. I'm basically letting the episodes fall into place, letting the anime get further ahead so that way I can watch it up to a certain point again.
I forgot all about Vampire Knight.
Vampire Knight, I don't remember a whole lot of Vampire Knight. I remember I finished the series, but like I finished it so fast that I don't remember it. It was one of those series where like I binge watched it, but I wasn't really watching it when I binge watched it. So like I missed, and it was in Japanese, and I missed a lot of key elements in it.
So this is in my list. My coworker recommended this one. It says, "Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?"
Ah, that's a good one. Good. That is a good one. I've seen a couple episodes of that, and that is a good one. Me and my ex watched it. Watched a little bit of it. It is definitely a very good one. I highly recommend that one. I love My Hero Academia. My friend is now into My Hero Academia. I know most My Hero Academia because of the internet. Thanks, internet. My Hero Academia is definitely a big one out there.
Reborn is on Hulu, so I know what I'm doing later tonight.
Reborn is on Hulu. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely nice.
I guess they have the new Inuyasha series on Hulu as well.
Is it on Hulu?
Yeah.
Really?
Is that how you say it? Yashimi?
Yashimi? I don't know if that's how you say it or not.
It's on there.
Nice! We'll have to add that to the list of stuff to watch. Bleach was great. Bleach was great. I didn't finish the series. I read up into the manga to a certain point, but I know what happens after. But the anime stops like before. Once again, the anime stops before another great war happens. Just like with Katekyo Hitman Reborn, it stops before the final arc. But they said that Bleach is actually picking up the final arc, and they're going to actually animate it and finish up the anime, even though it's like several years later after the anime ended. The only anime I finished was, oh my god, Ouran High School Host Club.
They left it on a bad note, okay?
Yeah, we don't talk about Ouran High School Host Club around here. It was not a good note. It was not. It was not like how the manga intended it to end. Most definitely not. There's not a whole lot of stuff around here that we don't talk about, but definitely we don't talk about my Ouran High School Host Club. I will say, though, the songs were lit. In the opening and the endings. The songs were lit.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing I got to say about it.
Something I've been wanting to rewatch lately is Dragon Ball. But one, that's a lot to watch, and two, it's mostly just screaming the whole time.
I have it on the list. I have it on the list to rewatch Dragon Ball Z Kai. And watching Kai because it skips all the filler episodes. And I think it's on Funimation or Netflix. One of the two.
One or the other.
Or it might be on Hulu?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu. Okay. It was on Hulu. But yeah, that is definitely... That was also another earlier anime that I got into, like, super fast, was Dragon Ball Z.
Vegeta was my shit.
Dude, Piccolo. Piccolo. Fun fact, Piccolo's voice actor is also the same voice actor for Zoro in One Piece for the English dubs. Which I think is why I like Zoro so much too. It's a whole voice recognition thing that happens with my brain. I like deep voices.
Right.
The deeper the voice, the more I like it. Shoot. I gotta get caught up on Naruto, honestly. Where are you at in Naruto? I have finished Naruto. I'm currently on Boruto. I need to get caught up with Boruto.
I haven't even watched it. I heard it's not that great.
It's not that great. It's really not. I'm just watching it just to have something to watch. Naruto is definitely a way better series. Just imagine this, without giving any spoilers. Okay, so after it's after the war is done and over with, after Shippuden. All of the well-known characters have kids by one person or another. I'm not saying who has what, but it's like it would be kind of like just the normal everyday life, like the life that we had growing up after, what was it, the Afghani war, Iraq war, something like that. Like how people went to war and then came home, and they were different, but then their kids were like completely opposite of their parents.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like the kids are kind of snotty. They're not disciplined like Naruto was at his age. It's definitely like a modern day Naruto. Like if our generation would be ninjas. Like if our generation would be ninjas, this is what Boruto would be like. The only manga series that I read was Assassination Classroom. Almost finished it. I've not seen it. I've heard it's a good one though. You want a good anime that's going to make your brain go what the fuck? The anime Other is a good mystery horror type. What is it though, Dirk? You didn't tell us. Jesus Christ. Another good anime that's kind of underrated? Death Note.
See, I watched Death Note, but I never really got into it.
I think it's a good anime that's very underrated. It has good characters in it. It's got a good storyline. There's a little bit of confusion with the storyline going further into the series, but I mean, it's a good series nonetheless. I really enjoyed Death Note. It is definitely something that I suggest somebody should watch in their free time. I haven't really finished it, Death Note I mean. It's definitely, if you definitely want a dramatic mystery anime, Death Note is a good one to watch. It's definitely a good one to watch. It's worth the time. Plus the opening songs are fucking lit. They are lit. I like Jonathan Young's cover of the Death Note opening. He does a good cover of it. Should we end it here on this note, or do you want to keep going? We've been streaming for about an hour and 10 minutes. Is there still more you want to talk about, or do you want to save it for Wednesday?
Save it for Wednesday.
Save it for Wednesday. Alright. Anyway, that's it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to like, make sure you guys hit that follow button. And we will be streaming on Wednesday, because we stream every other Sunday and every other Wednesday. So make sure you guys join us for Wednesday, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!